Well, Kamala Harris slipped, and in one of her press releases, she basically read the part where on the teleprompter she admitted that it would be the Harris administration with Joe Biden. Let's take a look real quick. This is what was said.
A Harris administration together with Joe Biden. A Harris administration together with Joe Biden.
Oh no! I mean, what do you expect though? Honestly, like I saw this report. It's pretty apparent. Check this out. This is back from August. It's titled 59% think Biden unlikely to finish a 4-year term in White House. I mean, I think most people realize that when you see Joe Biden speak and try and act like a human, he just can't because he's too old and he's senile and he can't put together coherent sentences. Like, this isn't news. This is just something that the media and left want to try and ignore and be like, oh, he's not, he's totally qualified. He's totally qualified, even though he's clearly losing his mind. But really, everyone understood that the VP pick he was going to go with was more than likely going to be the actual presidential candidate. Although that's not really being pushed right now by the media. Everyone's still trying to put Joe Biden in the front, when really, I think who you're going to be voting for is either Trump or Kamala Harris, because she's basically going to be the president if Joe Biden gets elected, because I doubt he's capable of running the free world. Anyways, this article goes into saying, likely Democrat nominee Joe Biden is expected to announce his vice presidential running mate any day now. Back then, we didn't know. Now we know it's Kamala Harris. The latest Rasmussen reports national telephone and online survey finds that 59% of likely U.S. voters believe it's likely Biden's running mate will be president before the end of Biden's 4-year term if he wins this fall, with 39% who say it's very likely. Wow. So over 59% of the voting demographic believes that Joe Biden wouldn't even end up being the president by the end of the term. So it goes on to say even 49% of Democrats think it's likely Biden's vice president will become president in the next 4 years, although that compares to 73% of Republicans and 57% of voters not affiliated with either major party. So nearly majority of Democrats, a overwhelming majority of Republicans, and a majority of non-affiliated voters. Basically, everyone across the board believes that Biden cannot be president. So the question is, why are we voting for him? Why is he even nominated? I mean, there's so many other options that you could have went with, but of course, we went with Biden for some reason. So this is the reporting on Kamala Harris's slip, titled Kamala Harris accidentally touts plans under a Harris administration during a virtual roundtable. Joe better hire a food taster, one critic advised the former VP. That's funny. I mean, I don't even think you need a food taster because she's not going to do anything to him. I feel like he's just going to, naturally just lose his mind and be completely not in a state of mind where he could be president of the United States. I think he's currently already there, but it'll naturally just get worse as time progresses. So this is kind of this is a video that goes into a little bit. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. This article starts with saying Kamala Harris, Joe Biden's running mate in the 2020 election, raised eyebrows on Monday evening after she accidentally touted economic plans under a Harris administration. Interesting use of words there to call it a Harris administration when you're the secondary, you're the vice president, you are not the front leader. That would be a Biden administration, but very well that you're not in this for Biden. I mean, Kamala Harris in the past has already pointed out that she's not a Biden fan, but of course, why would you turn down VP, especially when the guy is senile and you know very well that chances are you're going to be the president if you just sign up now and support him. But I'm pretty sure, I'm thoroughly convinced that Kamala Harris, being a politician and she's super dishonest, I think naturally she just isn't, she's more extreme in her political ideologies than Biden is. So it makes sense that she'd be willing to be deceptive and deceive the public and basically say, oh, yeah, I thought Biden was racist, the old white guy before, but now I totally support him. He's totally for everything that we need in minority communities. Okay, just give me an office so I can push him aside, and then I'm just going to take over and totally not have anything to do with him. Because she clearly is not a fan of Joe Biden, but how are you going to turn down the opportunity to be the president of the United States? Later on, this article writes, speaking during a virtual roundtable with small business owners in Arizona, Harris vowed that they will have an ally in the White House with the campaign's Build Back Better initiative. However, the California senator appeared to briefly suggest that she was at the top of the Democratic ticket. A Harris administration together with Joe Biden as the president of the United States, she said. Wow, so Joe Biden is just kind of a placeholder in her mind. He'll just be sitting there as the titled president, but she's going to be the one running everything. And I mean, this shouldn't really come as a surprise because we know that Joe Biden is completely incapable of being president. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I really need to get it out there. It later writes, she quickly clarified the Biden-Harris administration will provide access to $100 billion in low-interest loans and investments from minority business owners. Yeah, interesting. It's good that you changed it because you know you made an oopsie, but you're going to provide $100 billion in low interest loans and investments from minority business owners. Maybe 2 minority business owners. I mean, you kind of need to offer, money to minority business owners, being that you allowed their businesses to be destroyed by the rioters. I'm pretty sure $100 billion, that's a good start, I guess, to help them out. But unfortunately, that's just, that's where we're at. You allow rioters to burn down minority businesses and destroy them, and now you need to somehow put it on your campaign that, hey, we're going to clean it up by offering you loans with interest where we make money. So wow. We destroyed your livelihood, we ruined your business, we locked down your economy, we allowed rioters to then destroy everything that you had left that you were barely clinging on to, and now we're going to offer you a loan that you must pay back with interest to rebuild your life. What a great platform. Yeah, I'm totally not for this. We already saw this. They're questioning, was it a Freudian slip, or did she read I don't know, maybe she's dyslexic and she read Harris first instead of Biden. I don't know. We can't really know for sure, but we do know what she said, and we know what's on her mind. Later goes on, many on social media question whether Harris's misstatement was a Freudian slip, as critics of the Biden candidacy insist that former VP is a placeholder for the liberal senator. Joe better hire a food taster, someone writes. Kamala, I believe this is from Bill Maher, mocks guests' confidence in Biden. You guys are whistling past the graveyard. Kamala, you weren't supposed to say that part out loud. Daily Caller's Greg Price exclaimed. The Trump campaign quickly seized on Harris's gaffe, with the Trump war room tweeting that Biden's running mate lets the truth slip. I mean, it's very true. But is it really surprising? I don't think so. President Trump and his supporters have repeatedly attacked Joe Biden as being a Trojan horse for the radical left, while other critics have predicted that the former VP is serving as a placeholder until Harris is sworn in as president. Yes, Harris will probably be sworn as president if Biden wins, and I believe that Joe Biden is definitely a Trojan horse because they're catering to the left, and Kamala Harris is much more extreme than Joe Biden, and if she becomes president, then basically the country is going to fall apart entirely. So yeah, Twitter's kind of having a frenzy. It's trending right now. Kamala Harris is like over 75,000 tweets. You basically get a bunch of people talking about this. It shouldn't come as a surprise. So Twitter's going crazy, and it should be expected. Anyways, just understand that if Biden wins, it's basically Kamala Harris winning, and that is not a future for the country that I want to see, because she is an absolute lying, deceitful lunatic. So anyways, that's all I have on this one, and until the next one, God bless.